Pillar number 5 is response power. So kids, are you taking your response power? Complete response power. So what is response power? Your response power is your ability to respond to what happens to you in life. And this is also called responsibility or response ability. Your ability to respond. So your response power. See, one way to give away your response power is by blaming others and saying it was their fault, instead of saying, how am I able to respond to this in a powerful way? Jen and I see this a lot. And you often see this in a fixed mindset. They give away their power by giving away their responsibility. And giving away your responsibility is equivalent to giving away your power. When you ask, how can I take more responsibility? You will stay in your power and keep your power to respond in a way that gives you the best possible chance of getting what you want next time or in life in general. So maintaining your response power. Here's a few examples. So here's an example of someone giving away their response power. We lost our game today. Jordan and Jesse let 2 goals in. It's their fault we lost. Okay, so that's fine. And by the way, there's no capital T truth here. You could say that it is Jesse and James, Jordan and Jesse's fault you lost, even though it's a team sport and everyone's involved. But the point here is we want you to take maximum power in life. And when you can take power, take responsibility, the more responsibility you take, the more power you'll feel within yourself, and the more power you'll have to respond. So here's an example. We lost our game today. How can I take more responsibility to help us improve as a team? I can do extra work on my defending, and I can communicate better with my teammates. Okay, so which one of these would you want? Which one of these players do you want on your team?
Yeah, let us know in the chat, the first or the second.
Yeah, who do you want as your teammates? Which one? And what kind of attitude do you want as a friend, right?
Yes, Ashley Clover, Maya Lucy. Second person, of course.
Yeah. So here's another example. I failed my assignment because I didn't understand 3 questions. It's the teacher's fault for not explaining it to me better. So the person with response power might say, I failed my assignment because I didn't understand 3 questions. How can I take responsibility for this? So it's not, see how it's not demanding, I have to take responsibility. It's how can I? Because I want to take my power back. How can I take responsibility for this? What can I do to not let this happen again? I can ask the teacher for help after class if I don't understand any questions. Or maybe I can ask my parents or friend to help me understand the question if I don't understand, okay? So starting to understand the power of your response, taking responsibility. So it can be scary to take on more responsibility, but it is where our power is. When you develop your ability to take on more responsibility, you'll naturally develop a higher self-esteem. You will begin to trust yourself and your ability to deal with life's inevitable challenges. Okay, and you're not going to be perfect at first. None of us are. And you just keep getting better and better as you take on more and more challenges and slowly more and more responsibility. And this is also not to say to overtake on responsibility, guys. Don't say we lost our game, it was all my fault. I know some players that have done that. It's not all your fault. It's just asking the question, how can I take more responsibility? And this gives us a better answer. Okay. So that's pillar number 5.